When I first started this little journey that I was on, self improvement, I was doing it with like a team, I guess. Obviously when I first started, obviously I didn't know anyone, but as I got like a little bit into my journey, it didn't really take too long for me to start finding, I guess, what they call like-minded people in individuals doing the same side hustles as me. Obviously got mentors, as a lot of you guys will know that because I've spoken it a lot. Um, and then to cut a long story short, I realized that I just had to go alone once again. Obviously, I started alone. I didn't, go in with anyone. I guess going to the gym with my brothers and stuff like that. But in terms of side hustles, started alone, and then obviously got some people around me. But then I was like, I've just got to go alone because I have a lot of similarities to a lot of the people I was with, but I think just there's a few things that were so different, and it sort of made it like a big deal. Like, I don't know how to word it, but I was like, I'm just gonna do it alone because I've said this before in a few videos. I stopped thinking for myself, and I believed because these guys were further ahead in their journeys than what I was, and in that moment, the things we were doing were similar or the exact same. I was like, well, I'd be a fool not to listen. But I ended up just becoming like a completely different person, that entirely. I wasn't myself. I could feel it, but it took me a long time to sort of put a hold to it and say, no, what, like, I do just have to go alone. Like, it's better if I just go and do these things alone. And that was for that. Well, I mean, I only started going alone when I started this YouTube, to be honest. And since doing YouTube, I would personally say, like, I'm in a much better place. That period of my life was very weird. There was everything just felt so negative. Like nothing was really bringing me any degree of happiness, and my emotions were just non-existent. Like I was just a robot, and I reflected on that a lot recently. Honestly, like people will say, you in order to go far, you've got to bring certain people with you. Have a team. It's not true. It is not true. There's definitely some truth in it, but if you've not got a group of people that you can go with that are all on the same page, it simply doesn't work. But obviously, yeah, some of that was my fault. Like, I wasn't strong enough to be like, no, no, like, that doesn't, sit right with my morals. So I'm gonna just say, like, no to that. But it's also like, it made sense. I'm making it sound like I was doing bad things. Like, I wasn't. I was just like doing side hustles that everyone does. Um, yeah, nothing bad was happening. It was just the things I was doing. It just wasn't me. Like it, sales was never my thing. But I believed it was because I had so many people telling me like how good I was doing, but I didn't believe it myself, and I knew deep down it wasn't true. But yeah, like I just realized that it's just better off if I do this alone because I know what I want out of my life. That I've got a clear image of what I want out of my life. So there's no reason to why I shouldn't and couldn't do this by myself. doing things that I want to do. Of course, I'm open to, constructive criticism and advice and stuff like that, of course. But I don't want that my own angle taken away from me, if that makes sense. Like, I found an angle, I found something that I enjoy doing, and I believe it's gonna work because I'm just myself, my raw self, and I'm just, doing good in the world, putting good into the world. Why would it not work, if that makes sense? But yeah, if you wanna be a part of the journey, make sure to subscribe and leave a comment and all that stuff, and I'll catch you on the next one.